for the game. We've got Apple's new VR headset, maybe. We've got NCAA Football? Question mark. Take Alabama back to the championship for the upteenth time. I don't know. Let's talk about it. We'll see what's going on. And yes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first one, Activision sued over Mara. Mara is a character in Modern Warfare. I think she was a DLC even. I don't even think she came with the game. This lady right here, apparently she looks very similar to this girl, which was from a photo shoot that this Clayton Hagen, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, did a while back, and now he is suing over her likeness, artwork. Apparently he copyrighted the idea, I guess intellectual property of it, several years ago, and now he's copyrighted his photos and the character, I believe. So, I mean, it's pretty tough to say that you copied this, but this is where it gets interesting. So what happened was Activision hired the same actor, the same makeup artist. They had the same stylist that did her hair do the exact same hair for this character. They had this guy's, Clayton's, pictures, supposedly, this is all allegedly, I guess, had his pictures in their boardroom where they were like planning this character out to copy. They wanted photos. I've seen some other photos. You can Google it and see more of this, but I've seen some other photos where they have Modern Warfare has another photo where she's basically in the same pose. I think they even asked her to see if she could get the same outfit, armor, and gear and stuff that she was wearing in the photo shoot so that they could copy it basically exactly, which is kind of wild. So it's a hot chick that's a warrior, soldier, operator, I guess, if you will, but which seems kind of tough to steal. But when you hire the exact same person and then style everything the exact same way that the original person did, that seems a little fishy. So if this comes out to be true, he's probably going to win. I bet it gets settled out of court, but we'll see what happens. So I guess this is Modern Warfare's announcement. So Alex Zedra, I believe, is the talent, the actress, the model, whatever you want to call it for this. And I believe that she is kind of out of it. I don't think she's in the lawsuit or anything like that. I mean, she just got hired to do whatever she was going to do. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see. I think there was some other news. Yeah. Similar things with Humvee and GM, GTA 5. I think that was, Lindsay Lohan. There was a girl on the cover that looked like her. So those are just likenesses. But this is literally the same person that they modeled. They dressed her up like this guy's character and then scanned her into the game. So That's pretty wild. All right. Next, the Apple VR headset. $3,000. May launch in 2022. So VR is awesome. I've got a Oculus. I don't even know what I have. Quest. I have a Quest 2, and all I ever play on it is Beat Saber. But apparently, Apple's throwing their hat in the ring, and if they do something, then everybody else follows. So although $3,000, that's going to be tough, pretty tough to swallow. I don't know if many people are going to buy that. It may just be a tech demo. Apparently, it's got LiDAR sensors, which is not cheap. Instead of just video cameras, like using photogrammetry. It's got technology from the AirPods for its sound. It's got all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, it's got 8K screens, two, one for each eye, which is probably, I guess, to eliminate that screen door effect you get with a lot of the VR headsets. But I don't know. Does it come? Probably not. I don't know. Apple's known for building a bunch of stuff. There's no pictures that I know of, and they build a lot of, or rumor a lot of cool stuff, and then they end up just dropping the development. I don't know. It's not up to Apple standards. It's not coming out. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Does it come out? My bet's no, but I don't know. Rumors happen. All right. Quick one that I thought was cool, that I thought was pretty cool. So Netflix came out, Prime Video came out, everything was great. You had your streaming. Now you've got Disney Plus and Hulu and Yippee-Ki-Yay and Yakety Yak and all these other, I don't even know, all these apps that have their different streaming and they're exclusive to one or versus the other. I don't even know anymore. But apparently TV Guide's got an app that can let you scroll all of these. This is a screenshot, I think, from the Android version, where you can find your show you want, see the information, and then it tells you which app it's on. I guess if you're subscribed to it, you could click it. It'll open the app and take you right to it. So that seems pretty interesting. I'm for it. I think I would use it. If it came to Apple, I'd try it out. See. So it's got 30 streaming services, cable and network TV channels. Now, I don't know how that works. Maybe if you have YouTube TV or something, you could jump into that app on your phone or something. It'd almost be better if like an Apple TV app or something that just scans all of your apps. I think maybe the original Apple TV's app does that to some extent, but it always prefers their own content. Even if you own the movie on Plex or something like that, it's only going to try to get you to buy it on Amazon or from the iTunes store or something like that. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. We'll see what they come out with. My favorite, more COD content. Okay, Call of Duty. So the update I talked about yesterday is out. It's official. It's going. One thing, they've got the new zombie map, Firebase Z. Die Machine was awesome, but now it's all about Firebase Z apparently. And they have disabled an Easter egg quest. Now I don't know too much about the zombies because I haven't played it deeply and a lot, but they say it's to put everyone on equal footing, but I don't understand. So you can play the map and play the game, but you just can't unlock the Easter egg. Now, my understanding of the Easter eggs has been, maybe this is to unlock like a special gun. I think a Die Machine, you had a Die Machine weapon you could unlock by doing task and quests on the map, and it was like some badass gun you could get. But I don't know, I'm not really sure what the Easter egg for. I'm sure somebody out there has already gone through and revealed what it is. So it says it has a new wonder weapon, but I don't know if that's the Easter egg or not. So anyways, they released the zombies. You can go check it out, but the Easter egg is not available yet. So if that's all you want to do, maybe hold off. I think it comes out in a couple of days. Let's see. You can start it then. Friday, February 5th. So tomorrow you can hit the Easter egg. Go do that. All right. Gamesindustry.biz. So this story came out earlier, and then everybody retracted it, and I think it's been straightened out now. But basically, the gist of it is with Xbox controllers, like especially the Elite 2, they've been suffering from joystick drift, where people have had them for like less than a couple of months, and all their joysticks are already drifting north or south or whatever when they're not even touching it. And so apparently this has happened so much that there's been a lawsuit, and a class action lawsuit. Now Microsoft is saying that you can't, according to their Microsoft service agreement, you can't do a class action lawsuit. I don't know how all the legal stuff works, but apparently that's not allowed. And the best you can do is do individual lawsuits. And so Microsoft is saying, if you want to sue us, you have to take us to court individually, one on one. And I think that they're probably doing that to see if maybe people like me and you would just walk away and be like, I'm not going to court over a stupid controller. I'll either buy another one or deal with it or whatever. Maybe trying to get it to go away. But they've also said, I think that they're gonna have a middleman try to settle it. I imagine that they if somebody wants to go to court, they'll probably settle it out of court. But if you want to take it to court, you're gonna have to do it by yourself. It's also this is becoming more and more popular. What does it say down here? Yeah, so Nintendo Switch had a big problem with this, where I think they had to. I don't know if they actually settled, but I think a few people got some money off of that. The Joy-Cons, I think is what they call them, was super prone. Like new ones, I think even people were getting them out of the box and they were flimsy. Old N64 nubby loose controller style, just drifting all over the place. I don't know. Alright, so we talked about EA buying stuff. Speaking of EA Sports and Madden. Madden's a terrible game. It has been for years, I feel like. And I think that they know it. So, or at least the NFL apparently does. NFL is starting this skills program where they're opening the skills program to developers, where they're allowing the NFL licensing for people to create their own games, develop games. And I think it's restricted to mobile. President's is trying to expand on mobile. Yeah, Madden on the phone, absolutely terrible experience. Madden on anything's pretty terrible experience. I play it, but it's the only football game out there, right? Well, maybe not for too long, but right now it is, and they want to get more on the mobile game. So I don't know. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think we'll see from the skills program from mobile games coming out? I think mobile's too hard. The controls on mobile is kind of too hard to play football. I think in any kind of competitive sense. Or I thought COD was the same way, but they play that competitively, I guess. So we'll have to see. Maybe some sweet NFL Street or something like that will come out. So there's an interesting note at the bottom of this story from GameSpot, though, by the way, that it talks about how 2K, I think his last game was in 2005, with Terrell Owens on the cover grabbing the football. That's saying that 2K announced that they're coming out with a new NFL game, and I think some of the is it even in here? So 2K. So I think it may be in my next story, but 2K is coming out with an NFL game that's going to be more arcade style, and they put the arcade style, I guess, in quotes, where Madden has the license for football simulation, but 2K is going to make an arcade football game, which could still apparently get NFL licensing somehow. So hopefully they'll stick it to old Madden, and we'll see some improvements in the game. Maybe they won't come out with all these glitches and busts, and it's literally copy paste every year, and it's still busted every year. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Mobile games, NFL mobile games, NFL other than Madden. I'll be excited. I'll try them. Let's see what comes out. If anything comes out, I'll definitely pick it up and play it. Let's see. Let's check this other story out first real quick since it kind of ties in. So EA is getting back into college football. Note though, no NCAA. So I don't know all the legal details. I don't know a lot, to be honest with you. But apparently it seems like NCAA may license or may contract out their licenses to this, what is it called? The Collegiate Licensing Company. This, ooh, I clicked on the link. I don't want to go there. Let's go back. This CLC company. And that is who EA is working with, not the NCAA directly. And so this is going to allow them to have teams, schools, I guess, their stadiums, their logos, maybe fight songs, different things like that. They're saying 100 individual schools. I imagine all the D1 schools and some of the smaller, well-known schools will be in there. But the big separator is there's still the outstanding lawsuit where players, I don't think at the moment they're not allowed to make money from their likeness, which is crap. So it seems like it's going to be all your favorite football teams with none of your favorite players, and that seems like a problem. I think hopefully EA is just getting ahead of the curve and starting the process of building the game. It needs to be different than Madden for it to be a success, but hopefully they're just getting ahead, and as the legislation goes through to allow these players not necessarily to get paid from playing football, but they need to be able to make money from their likeness. The schools are using them for a ton of money, it seems like. That's my opinion. But yeah, then I think there is legislation going through. There's a senator, yeah, right here. Senator Chris Murphy said he's introducing legislation soon to help players finally profit off their talent so they don't need to face continued mistreatment like this. Yeah, I think that that makes sense. They need to get paid. EA is making money off the schools, so Alabama is only going to help their school make money. And who makes Alabama good at football? Their players. So I think that they put in the work. They should get a cut of the deal. So here's the note I was talking about a second ago. So it says EA says its deal with CLC is to make it to the exclusive developer of simulation college football video game experiences. The use of simulation is significant. So EA's exclusive agreement with the NFL allowed Take-Two subsidiary, the 2K Sports, to make a non-simulation title, or what I think I've heard it called the arcade style. So EA is getting a license to make a simulation football game where 2K is able now to make a quote-unquote non-simulation title. Does that mean no pro players or no actual pro teams and pro players? I don't know. I guess we'll find out as it goes on, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. Everybody wants college football. College football games used to be the best. You can run triple option, trick play, Statue of Liberty, all kinds of crazy stuff. You get the crowd, the momentum. It was more fun to play for sure. More wild things happened in that than anything else, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun. Excuse me. Have you been trying to buy a graphics card like me, your neighbor, your mother, their dog, their dog's cousin, their dog's sister? I don't even know. You can't do it. Graphics cards can't get them. CPUs are a little bit easier to get, but all of it's short. So it's not just hitting the gaming industry. It's not just us gamers and streamers that want this stuff, apparently. It's also now affecting cars. So obviously COVID hit and shut down a lot of chains. So Audi apparently had to idle 10,000 employees. It's not just the chips. It's a lot of different things, and for these automakers, they can't get their chips for, I guess, infotainment, control. Everything's electronic now, and they can't get their stuff. They're saying they got 10,000 employees sitting still because they can't get their product, and they're going to short, I don't know, tens of thousands of cars that they want to build, but they just can't because they don't have the product. Let's see, Mazda said 34,000 because they don't have chips. People have reduced hours, halt production. Yeah, it's crazy. You can't build a car because you don't have computer chips. Now, 30 years ago, people probably would have laughed at you if you told them that. But if you checked any new cars out lately, yeah, it makes sense. Tesla, I'd be interested to dig into Tesla and see what's going on with theirs. I imagine that they probably stay ordered. There's another company, I think it was Hyundai, however you say that. Yeah, so Hyundai didn't cancel any of their orders last year, even during the pandemic. So they were stockpiling, I guess, some of their chips. So they're going to be less unaffected, virtually unscathed, it says here. But overall, this problem has hit the automotive industry for $61 billion estimated. That's a lot. So car makers have lost $61 billion, or going to, because they can't buy computer chips. So it's not just me, your brother, your dog, your sister, your dog's cousin, everybody that wants to buy computer parts that can't. It's automakers and everybody else too. It's affecting everybody, apparently. All the foundries. So car, yeah. Then this just touches more on it. So Sony, it's not even a chip problem with Sony. I mean, they're getting their AMD stuff, which I think is TSMC, is making their chips. But now they're having semiconductor shortage problems as well. So they shipped 4.5 million consoles. They probably would have shipped 20 million if they were able to make them. They couldn't. The prices those things were going for are crazy. Everybody wants them. But yeah, it's also, so it's hurting them. So they're talking about, this article's talking about their strategic price points. So they came in low to compete with Microsoft. Essentially, they're all taking a loss on every single unit they sell in order to make money on not just the hardware, but they make money on the software, the games you buy, the microtransactions, all that you buy through their store, they get a cut. And they're losing money because you can't buy a PlayStation 5. So a lot of people that don't have, I mean, if you have a PS4, I guess you're buying a lot of that stuff already, but you can't get a PS5 and it sucks. So digital killed the radio star. Oh, the gaming disc star, I guess. So let's just jump over to that real quick. What is this saying here? 63% of its game sales became digital. That's surprising. I actually would have thought, I would have thought closer to like 80%. I mean, I guess there's people still buying hard copies. I don't buy hard copies. I was a big fan of owning your own game and then being able to sell it, but GameStop giving you $3 for a $60 game a week later doesn't make any sense. Although now they might be able to afford to give you a fair price the way their stock's going. Yeah, I don't know. They can't be doing too bad. So yeah, this is talking about with the pandemic going on, the gaming was 30% higher in the same month last year. So in December, that's surprising too. I thought it would have been higher than 30%. It feels like everybody's playing games, everybody's streaming. I'm doing it. Everybody I know is doing it. So I guess when you're locked inside, and people will turn to whatever they want to do, I guess, to keep them busy. But yeah, so there you go. Modern Warfare got sued. Apple's got a VR headset. TV Guide's got an app coming out to let you navigate all your other apps. The new Zombies map has an Easter egg you can't get until tomorrow. Microsoft is taking everybody that has Xbox controllers to individual courts. The NFL wants to make more NFL games. Rightfully so. Madden sucks, but it's going to be mobile for right now. The NCAA is going to make a football game. It's not going to have real players. It's going to have licensed schools and logos, but no players because they can't pay them yet. But maybe it's coming in the future with legislation. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, Automakers losing billions of dollars because they can't buy microchips for a car. Nobody would have seen that coming 20 years ago, which is crazy. And you still can't buy a Sony PlayStation. I'm sure it's the same over at Xbox. I just didn't have a story on it. But who knows when? I've heard April, maybe May is when you'll be able to walk into a store and just buy one when you want. So, anyways, that's the news. My news stories that I picked out for today. I thought that was all pretty interesting. And so with that, I think that that's going to be all I've got. I'll probably catch you tomorrow with some more hard-hitting news. No, it's not hard-hitting. It's just what I like to watch. So, appreciate it.